Hello, Professor and TA. My name is Shin. We are Team Q, and this is our final presentation about summary of semiconductor integrated circuit engineering. It's our contents: microelectronic circuit, integrated circuit technology, and design and layout of integrated circuit, design of VLSI. Reference book is VLSI technology, and its author is Namyoon Kim. This is on survey. What is the greatest physics theory? Electronic and semiconductor rank both in physics. Energy source. There is an atom, and inside the atom, nuclear, proton, neutron, and quark. Quark is the smallest one. And there are four power: gravity, electromagnetism, strong and weak. Strong force, weak force, electromagnetic force, and gravity force. Now I'm going to introduce microelectronic circuit. Electronic system is feature of light, thin, short, and small, and high reliability, high economical efficiency, and high performance. Microelectronic circuit technique is divided active circuit element and passive circuit element. Active is diode and transistor, passive is resistance, capacitor, inductor. But inductor is too big, so we are not preferred to use. And this is the history of developmental process. History of semiconductor advancement. These three guys invent first transistor, and so they got Nobel Prize. But first transistor is too big, so for nowadays, the gate length of most device reaches down to 90 nanometers and can integrate billion or more transistor to millimeter scale area. And this is silicon ingot. Silicon ingot is made from sand, and a method of Czarkowski then cut silicon ingot to make wafer. There are some complicated processes, but I'll skip that. So this is SI wafer. A real sphere is single die, and SI wafer size is 12 inches or more. And reticle is arrangement of dies, like this arrangement. So microelectronic circuit element, there are elements, and these two is resistor and capacitor is passive element, and these two is bipolar transistor, and MOS transistor is active element. And this is a diagram comparison of SI semiconductor and gallium arsenide semiconductor. Let's see a few factors. A substance. SI is natural and gallium arsenide is fusion, gallium and arsenide. Economical efficiency is high and is low. This is cheap and this is expensive. And this is the history of performance semiconductor. Most low is that performance increased twice a year from 1980, but for now this has reached the limit. And thank you.
Hello, Professor and TA. I'm Won-Hui-jo. I'm explaining about integrated circuit technique. There are two technologies for making IC, bipolar and MOS. The bipolar has three terminals: base, emitter, collector. The MOS has a four terminal: gate, source, drain, pole. The bipolar and MOS operated on the principle that bipolar is electric circuit drive and MOS is voltage drive. The advantage of most are small compared to bipolar. The process is relatively simple and power consumption is low. Using bipolar, you can create many kinds of logic. LTL, DTL, TTL, ISKL, ECL, and most can make PMOS and NMOS and CMOS. CMOS is a combination of PMOS and NMOS. Also, BIMOS are used as a bipolar and MOS sum. BiMOS and BiCMOS is a kind of BiMOS. This is the operational speed and power consumption. Gallium arsenide, CMOS, NMOS, BiCMOS, ECL have a different power consumption and delay time. You can choose the desired circuit according to delay time and power consumption. There are general quality and hardware quality in integrated circuit design. A structure hierarchy is a hierarchical unit plan. They are linked together because there are hierarchical connected. You can see the hierarchical structure by the upward, and downward. Abstraction easily express the structural part and physical part. This is an example of inverter or NAT gate. This is the symbol, and this is the C code. This is the truth table. This is the input-output characteristic graph, and it is the appearance of the inverter composed of MOSFET. If you look at the layout of the inverter, you can see that the upper part consists of a PMOS and the lower part consists of the overall NMOS. The topology in electronic circuit is the form taken by the network interconnection of the circuit component. In the circuit, you can easily see where the devices are connected. And in polygon, you can see the adjacent and overlapping parts in this way. Layout is a physical pattern implementation of a circuit that performs a specific function on a chip. You can see how the circuit is structured through the layout. VDD and ground can easily found, and inverter can be seen. Through the layout, you can see that several devices are combined into a chip. The IC production process finishes the circuit configuration of the wafer, such as etching, diffusion, thin film in the wafer production stage, and check the wafer in the wafer testing and sorting step. Defective products are those with spot on the wafer. In the chip assembly process, the thin film is interconnected to the substrate through the die attaching, wire bonding, and molding. The die separated from the wafer is packaging on as a single product. Finally, the IC production process ends with the chip test and stabilization process.
Hello, President and TA. I'm Seok Kang. This part is a prayer SI design part. This graph is a characteristic. This graph is a characteristic graph of integrated circuit types. There are three There are three types: standard integrated circuit and micro integrated circuit and other style integrated circuit. These three types are classification based on how much more developed they are. So we'll talk about the most developed type, the ASIC in other style integrated circuit. There are two types of ASIC. The one is the common type and the other one is special kind for certain people. In addition, ASCP is classified according to the other method as follows: this one and this one and this one. Next, we have to check the fixed cost and incremental cost. For example, the using fab cost or making engineering cost. And then we think about these things and we have to decide which one of you want to use. This picture is a design flow divided into the front end design and back end design. So we check the algorithm and functional level in front end design, and we check gate level and layout level in the back end design. The SoC is an integrated circuit that integrates all components of a computer or other electronic system. This is the Intel's example chip. And this is Zigbee SoC chip. The Zigbee is a low power, low data rate, and close proximity wireless network. So we can see here that SoC is a circuit, but it also functions as a chip in an integrated circuit. Thank you.
Hello, Professor and TA. My name is Shin, and I'm Team Q. I will continue to explain the last part. In electronic design automation, a floor plan of an integrated circuit is a schematic representation of tentative placement of its major functional blocks. Depending on the design methodology being followed, the actual definition of a floor plan may differ. So how is floor plan made? There are four significant factors to consider in order to decide a floor plan. First, the directions of input and output of each block. Second, the size of each block. Third, noise coupling and interference from internal blocks. Fourth, number of pads and pins, and so forth. Next, we will be looking at chip package. Integrated circuits are put into protective package to allow easy handling and assembly onto printed circuit boards and to protect the devices from damage. This is an example of chip package, and these are internal circuits of that chip. A very large number of different types of packages exist. First example is TSOP and QFNL. This IC has flat and no leads that connect to the surfaces of PCBs without through holes. Second is CSP, which is surface mountable and whose area is not more than 1.2 times the original die area. And the ball grid array is a type of surface mount packaging used for integrated circuit. Third is COB package, which refers to the semiconductor assembly technology wherein the microchip or die is directly mounted on and electrically interconnected to its final circuit board. COB package makes lowest heat of system and no package leak inductance. And the last one is system in a package. It is an alternative solution for SoC, since we can combine existing chips and new chips into a single package. It takes less time to market. Also, we learned about SMT. Surface mount technology is a method for producing electronic circuits in which the components are mounted or placed directly onto the surface of PCBs. The next section I will talk about is PCB circuit design. To create a PCB design, you first need to draw holes, pads, and wires for your circuit. Before you start to draw, you need to know what circuit you want to build. Thus, you need to find or design schematics for your circuit. You also need a PCB design software like this one. And this is Intel strategy for semiconductor process. I'll just skip this slide. And finally, there are quantum transistor, single electron tunneling, and single electron transistor for future trends of semiconductor. Thank you for listening.